Happy 4th of July, everybody. And and I don't know what to say next. Okay, let's see. Who should I invite? Well, first, I'll do you. And now I will do... Where are you? There you are. You. Who's next? You. I have just invited 3 of my friends. Let's see. Who should I invite next? How about... Well, I'm not sure because it says he's online, but it's like the yellow crescent moon on him, or idle. Yeah, idle. Like maybe he's... Hello, Henry. Uh, uh can you hear me? Uh, I can't hear you. Hello? Oh, you're trying to get the mic to work. Okay. Hang on, let me just... There we go. I need to look at the private chat more often. Who's next on the list? I choose you. It's almost the end of your school year. Mine ended back in June. And I might not able to see most of my classmates in grade 8. Why is that? Did most of them fail, or are a lot of them moving? Are they skipping grade 8 or something? They were good people. Okay. So why won't you be seeing most of them? Okay. Because spirit. We might get separated to different classes in grade 9. Oh, well, that makes sense. Uh,
Testing. Ah, can you hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you
Oh,
just fine.
I just made it work. Ah, okay.
I see. I think I named him Harold. Um, and it's just roaming around the track. And I can see another engine in the shed. I think I have a feeling that is Jeremy. I think. I got it right.
Okay, okay.
There's a car. I saw a car on top of one of the coaches.
Huh? What car? What?
There was like a station wagon sitting on top of one of Harold's coaches.
Okay.
See, it's gone
Also, I have
now.
Project Zomboid, which it's a game it's a zombie apocalypse game that takes in 1993.
Okay.
Pretty cool, right? Yeah, I've added a lot
Sounds
of
cool.
mods to make my game a lot better. Simply make it like a lot better.
Okay.
I just I'm just testing some of the mods.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, I think you showed me you modding GTA 4.
Yeah, that's what I did. It's now I'm thinking of I s- I back up most of my the car mods in the building the, and the mods that changes the Liberty City to make it more like New York in the 1980s. You know, I just I just uh I just
All right.
removed the mods and I backed them up.
Got it.
And I'm thinking of modding the Liberty City Police just spawning in just the Liberty City cops
What is
cop
this? Hang
cars
on,
is
I need to
spawning
zoom
in just
in
parts
on
of
that.
Liberty
I
City,
can't
like
read that.
Alderney.
What does
Alderney
that
is
say?
a state,
I
and
what is it?
for
I
some
can
reason,
unlock any train door.
I'm still trying to figure out how to mod. Just
That's cool.
just don't want to screw something up. I hope there's. Check me. Let me check
Speaking
my storage.
speaking of
Oh,
model
46
trains,
gigabytes.
you might have seen this, Henry, but I have received a 00 scale 4F.
Oh, you sent. I kind of forgot the locomotive. Gotta be honest, since I haven't been interested in British locomotives like in a while.
Uh, uh,
Is it a F9 or something?
um,
I don't know. Kind of forgot.
it's a 4F.
Oh, okay. 4F.
Kind of looks like a class 28, but bigger.
Yeah, but there's a lot of differences than a class 28. That's
Yeah,
why.
the class 28 had a different firebox,
Yeah.
and they had a smaller tender. And the 4F is a lot bigger. You can tell by the funnel.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up. Stupid notifications. No, I didn't want to click that. I just realized that there is now another engine in the shed. I'm having a hard time seeing who it is, but considering of the proportions of it, it is it's Norman. But basically, the 4F I got, it was very cheap on eBay. It was a used one, but for some reason, the eBay said it was brand new, but it was definitely a used model.
What? Why? Is it? So the
Okay,
price
so
is.
when I got it, it looks nice. It looks beautiful. It's a lovely little model. But first of all, there are a few things that irk me about it, and it's mainly factory stuff. And that is, first of all, nice camera. Or is that a camera? But anyway, so my 4F. Yep, that is definitely a camera. My 4F, it's tender driven.
Oh, what?
The motor is in the tender, and the tender just pushes the engine.
Oh, so what's wrong with that? Kind of forgot.
Aha. The thing that's wrong with it is another nice camera. It's dead.
Oh, oh shoot! Damn.
It doesn't work.
Oh, yeah. I hit. I did.
And you want to know why?
I don't know. Yeah, sure.
The commutator here, I got a picture of that too. I took it all apart, just like to get every single little piece of uh, info
Oh, that's why
about
you just assemble it
why.
and you just take it back and it doesn't work. Maybe you kind of broke something, I think, or you just
No,
possibly
it was
broke
broken
something.
before. That's the first thing I did was test it. I took it apart to see what was wrong with it.
So what's wrong with it? Like, what is it? Is it just
I'll
the
show
loud
you.
motor?
So the commutator, here, I'll show you a picture. Do you know what that is? Hang on, it's sending. There we go.
Oh, so that's the thing that's broken. I'm not too good of knowing model, uh, m- uh, you know, model trains and such. Because I'm
Oh,
But
well, let me
anyway,
explain what that is. It's corrosion. Nice
corrosion.
cars. Yep.
Oh, oh, what a nice car. Uh,
Which is one of the last things you want in a model train.
I know, but it's still cool though. I like cars.
It
I
is a
like.
cool model. I will give you that.
I love cars.
Hmm. Okay, it seems that Spirit has now removed Norman. And has replaced him with dang it, it's lagging. Spirit. Those are some nice cars, by the way, like the black and the blue car. Those are nice cars.
Yeah.
And another blue car with a white roof.
Ah, it looks like Mr. Bean's car, but it's
Yeah, but
different.
it's not green though.
Yeah, yeah. Mr. Bean.
Gerald, yes I do remember. Yeah.
What?
Oh, Spirit left. What's happened?
Oh, I think he might have do
I gotta
something.
go
I
now. Y'all
think.
keep living. You too. But speaking of which, did you ever come up with any names for 111? Oh, he's back.
Still thinking. I just don't want to give him a silly name.
What happened? Oh,
Just don't want to give him a silly name, so I'm just
okay.
still thinking it properly.
My internet seems to be failing.
Yeah, it's what happens to me. My internet sometimes fails.
I remember one time in one live stream where it just quit on its own. I didn't
Oh,
even press the button.
oh shoot. That sucked.
Yeah, it did suck. I don't even know what it was or which one it was. Up. Spirit, you got a runaway Ginty.
Okay.
Unless that was intentional. Where's Harold's coaches? Unless Jeremy is gonna pull them now. And it sure seems like that. And I'm correct. Hmm. You ever have one of those moments where you want to talk about something, but you don't know what to talk about?
Yeah, that happens to me a lot.
You know, despite the fact that
Hmm?
Spirit's Ginty is named Jeremy, I can more imagine it having the voice of Richard Hammond.
Okay, okay.
Hello, I'm guessing it's Oliver,
Hello.
and I am right.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, oh hey Henry, what's up? Hey Spirit. Hello. Oh, I see a card.
Uh,
Wait.
Oliver, you
You might
there?
not
Yes,
recognize me
yes, I'm
because I
still
have
here. I'm still here.
a
Uh,
voice different.
Wait, can you even hear me?
uh,
No.
I play Project Zomboid, but I don't spawn. I'm not even spawning any zombies.
hello, Oliver.
Hello.
Oh
I
crap!
said I think I
I hate
said
to break the moment, but I saw Spirit kind of like, oh, I guess he was saying hi to Oliver.
Spirit's
I'm
hand.
thinking.
Yeah, me too.
Okay,
I see car plus a herald. Wait, what did Jeremy do it?
yeah.
uh, funny you ask. He's just pull. It was uh, earlier it was Harold pulling those coaches, but then he put Harold in the siding, and now
Oh, I hear
That was the perfect timing, Henry. There was you honked that horn the moment Spirit was moving those cars.
plane. It's plane. Man, look, man, it's perfect time to go bombing too. Just kidding. Wait a minute, where the car? Where the freaking car? Where to go? Where to go?
The car, the one that
The
drives
car disappeared. A ghost stole it. The ghost mugged the car and then stole the car with everything in it.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Well, is it time? Is it so? When it
Railway
when
series.
Wait! I want to see it again. Hold up, show it, please.
It was like it was one of the early books.
Right now.
Wait, really?
Oliver, you're kind of being a bit.
See, there's one of them.
Too excited right now. A bit
And there
too
goes
excited than an average person.
That's because I have ADHD. What do you expect? I don't know what are you supposed to expect? Seriously. And plus I'm still a child anyway, so it kind of makes some sense. Anyways, E. There was a long silence.
Are you still classified as a child if you're 17 or 16 or perhaps even 15?
Well,
or are you just a teenager?
But you're still
teenager, of course, because
17.
13. I'm not even 13 yet, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah. You're still considered as a kid even if you're 17.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'm not lying.
Wait, then if that's
If
the
you're
case,
18, then you're not.
Bennington.
Little blue
Oliver, look, it's your boy.
toy.
It's Ben. Holy sh! Oh wait, I can't swear
Okay,
on
you
this.
got a
Right?
bit too
Holy
you
crap!
got kind of being overreacted.
Him.
I'm not even overreacted that I fell up, that I got motion sickness at school suddenly, that I fall down. After
Jesus
trying
Christ! Are you good, man?
Yeah, I am good. Very good. It's not like I got stabbed by a knife or something, but pretty good.
Okay, then that's good. That's a good thing then.
Yeah. They're just overreacted if I'm okay or not. If like I got shot or something, but in reality I just lost my balance when I got
So
much
you basically slipped.
Yeah, lost my balance and you just, oh, are you okay? Okay ka lang? Or something. Yeah, that just pretty much happened. You just
Wait, so you okay.
Yeah, pretty much it mostly happens to my other classmates.
That's just because they're clumsy, to be honest. That's just what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, for me, they just don't even.
Have you seen one of those hilarious?
What is it?
I think I want to share.
I said.
Present my screen.
I said. What I said. Have you seen any of those compilations on YouTube about people just getting so mad at a video game that they just destroy their monitors, computers, and their keyboards?
Yeah. I remember one time that I just saw a video, and one time like someone with their friend like he lost a game and he was laughing, and he just like grabbed his keyboard and just smacked him in the head with it.
Oh, you angry Korean gamer?
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's goofy. Like, holy damn.
I straight
Yeah.
up remember seeing a video about someone who got so mad he threw his machine and it broke through the window and fell like 2 stories
it's,
down onto the pavement.
Oh
so
God.
it's angry Korean
Oh.
gamer all along.
I mean, it's a gamer moment. What do you expect?
So I was thinking of I've watched. Yeah, it might be the same guy, Korean guy who plays video games. Now, I even remember him raging over a very crappy game, like like some sort of 2D motorcycle game or something. That's what he rage quit over at. Like, damn. But and I've seen a lot of gamers breaking their stuff for something small. Yeah, I didn't even do that because I'm not rich, and that's the thing I could only use.
Okay. Also, I'm going to share screen and do something known as Studio out of Roblox thingy. I don't know.
I have an idea though.
Hmm?
Since I don't have school tomorrow.
I don't think I can show that, Oliver. My StreamYard for me is dying with just this.
Oh,
Oh. Wait a minute, Henry. You're still in like the We Talk Trains chat, right?
yeah. I haven't still left yet because it's a
Even though it's just it's literally a pile of burnt shit. Oh wait,
I
right.
call it.
Don't worry, I did not finish that.
Okay. I think I've seen some annoying idiot who's
Is it called Lane as well? I mean, well,
no.
even though Lane.
It's the guy.
I just realized that
Oh, is it called
Oliver's profile name says Olive Garden or olive oil. I don't know.
The person.
Some people actually sometimes call me Olive Garden as well. So, oh well.
Oh, that's because I started it. I remember I've started that by calling an olive oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I've gotten used to it.
Olive
Did not-
Garden.
Yeah. No. Guess what? I have a real name, and most of the people I knew keep messing up the pronunciation of my name.
Oh, hello. I see a coach that I forgot the name of, and a brake van that I forgot the name of.
Oh.
Okay. Oh wait, I forgot to add my finishing touches to my Jerry model in
You
studio.
wanna see the person I kinda hate?
Denny. You mean
No.
the guy that cooks
No,
pancakes?
it's not Denny. I'm not talking to him. We're not gonna mention that again. He cried over a stream. So let's not talk about that because I don't wanna cause any more heat. So the guy
The heat's already over, so
is in the description that I'm a autistic little B, and I think I have ADHD, and the nickname is Bob.
Benny and Sammy. Now I remember. Okay.
who's Benny and Sammy?
No, it's
The
not.
coach and the brake van.
I'm
Oh.
talking to a guy named Jake Kufenijaffe. This is the guy. I kind of hate, bro. And how
What did he do?
he sounds very annoying. Not gonna lie.
I mean, to be honest, I do sometimes sound annoying, so that's not really interesting. But
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I also know I sound annoying sometimes, especially nowadays. I'll admit that.
Yeah, it might stop being annoying in a few future. I used to be like annoying. But at least I'm not a prick. Like
Or a yeah, or even probably worse. So
Yeah.
that's why. To be honest, I prefer just a simp, and for basically Japanese these cartoons than just any more worse.
Yeah.
Just
Well, at least you know he, he's. Well, I may have been addicted to anime. To anime, at least I'm not worse of a. Not worse. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, what did this guy do? Did you're on about anyway?
Hmm.
You were talking about someone
Hey,
earlier, about
Oliver,
someone you hated.
how
Yeah.
old is that profile picture?
3 years old.
Oh shoot! Damn! You still use it to this day.
I still use it to this day.
I'm kind of surprised. I'm talking to a guy called.
That's
I'm
a
trying to-
really old profile picture.
Yeah.
I know. And this was the same profile picture that you saw when me and James met, and same did
Yeah.
Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus, though, I'm surprised he's
You
already been.
had that. You had that profile picture the day we met.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
It's surprising to think about that. That was 3 years ago. It felt like a few weeks. That's it.
Nice camera.
Yeah. I'm
Nice.
not. I'm gonna
That's
find
a-
the video.
At
I
least,
have a
for-
at
camera.
least Spirit has a camera. I have.
I have a phone.
At least Spirit has a camera. I don't. My camera is broken, but just in case it starts doing that thing where it works all of a sudden, I'm gonna stand over here. It doesn't work. See?
Yeah.
It's actually 2 years ago, but damn, we've met for a
Bro,
long
James
time.
went camouflage. Wait. James went camouflage for a second.
I'll send the video the day where we met. Here we go. Here's the link.
Yeah, like I remember that we still met in Solway, and then we did like a cops and robbers thingy
Oh!
immediately after. Yeah,
Yeah, I
we did
remember.
it. But yeah, it's been like 3 years.
Yeah, it's
That
actually-
long.
Damn.
I know. Jesus Christ, that was a long time. That was long ago. That was like I think that was like before me and Spirit met. Yeah, that was like
Yeah,
around that time. That was also the exact same time I met like Lane, Gabe, Austin, etc.
Yeah, or the first three people. Yeah, I was the first friend of class 28, and then you're the third guy. So pretty
Yeah.
much we're three
Yeah,
of us.
I think
Yeah, I think
me
we
and
were just
Henry
like
met
the original
before
trio.
before I even had my. I think me and Henry met before I even had a YouTube channel.
I know. And heck, that I remember like literally like 3 years ago. Your channel was so itty bitty. It was literally smaller than mine at one point. But then it just like exploded, and now you have like 1,000 people watching you.
Yeah, pretty impressed.
I'm surprised that it went that fast. Although, yeah, there's other people that went much faster, like
Yeah.
the guy that makes pancakes, but we don't talk about him anymore. Anyway, so what do we do now?
I don't know. We could play some Roblox or something. What you want?
I think wait. Let me see if I can find a
Problems
game.
because
real
it's
quick.
anime.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Why? What's a?
I
Damn,
think
you're literally
I kinda
a damn it.
Ready.
Oh wait,
I'll
I
send
know.
it.
Nuclear power plant state. Broken Hill nuclear power plant.
I think I found a game already.
What's the game? Can you send
It's
the
on
link?
the private chat. Private chat.
Oklahoma. Why are we in the 90s, bro?
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I was thinking about playing this game. Hold up, let me send it in the chat.
Let's try
Testing,
first. Also,
testing.
there's guns. Also, I kind of dislike the admins. No cap.
I mean,
So-
to be honest, I know how you feel because I actually used to deal with like admins too, except they were on Tom Toys land. They
Okay, that is much better.
at least, oh,
It's
Tito.
it's what's his name, the EMU.
EMU's an electric.
Yeah.
The DM.
I think that's Brian. Yeah, I think that's Brian. He liked
Brian.
Brian Sim, Brian and Griffin.
Braden.
Braden. Oh, sorry.
And if it's not an EMU, it's a
Wait.
DMU because it's a
Wait.
diesel.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yes. Wait a minute. If Spirit, I have a question. We're speaking of Braden. If Braden's here, then where's Austin? Because
Also,
Austin's the
Austin?
auto coach.
I know. I'm talking about him.
And if Norman is off screen, then Austin is going to be gone too.
I mean, yeah, but I actually found out that turns out Spirit ships Austin with Braden, which okay.
I mean, fair enough.
Plus, then where's Austin? If Braden here, then where's the Austin? I need to know.
Austin constantly works with Norman.
What? And then again, he can't really move except when he's getting
Spider! Spirit, there is a spider that just went past the shed.
Wait, really? Hold up! I did not. I did
There's
not.
a spider. There's
Oh.
a spider.
Oh God.
oh, it's just a.
Can you get a fly swatter?
Oh,
I think
it's
you
a
can get a
pet
fly
spider.
swatter.
Oh, I get it. It's a pet spider, a little guy.
Little
It's a little
boy.
black spider.
He just wanted to chill. He's just chilling.
Spider.
Just chilling in the house. He wanted
I mean,
to chill.
I hope now spiders. I'm fine with them. Not gonna lie, I'm fine with spiders.
Well, I'm
Oh,
fine with the
it's
small
really
ones. I don't know about the big ones though. Oh God, that terrified the shit out of me. What?
Spiders, bugs are a little annoying for me. I kind of
Yeah.
just.
They can
Especially,
be. But you know what?
you know those like small flies that like keep flying in your face when you're outside.
They are annoying.
I
Yeah.
know. They keep getting on my body. They keep going past my face. So annoying as hell.
Those little idiots trying to eat my damn meal.
They want to eat your. They also want to. Also, there's sometimes mosquitoes which want to suck your inside.
Oh, you think
out.
mosquito? Oh, there's Austin.
Wait,
Oh, here he is.
But you think mosquitoes are bad? What about
Cockroaches.
wasps?
Oh, hell no.
Oh hell no.
I've never seen a wasp, but I'm pretty lucky over there.
Yeah, I think I am not going near a wasp. I also saw a bee once. Actually, a few times, and I swear I am not going anywhere near them. I am not.
A couple days ago, I was literally flailing to get a wasp out of my room because it was flying. In fact, it landed on my laptop and scared the heck out of me.
You won't believe how scared I was. Like, I remember one time I was just like doing something. I don't know what the hell I was doing outside, but I remember a bee was right in front of me. I was like, ah!
Now you feel what I feel.
I'm going back in my house, and it just
like a girl, you know. Yeah. I just scream high pitch when there's something scares me.
That's understandable. Anyway, so yeah, I also sent something in the We Talk Trains chat.
By the way, here in West Virginia, there is this. I think I posted a picture of it. There's this thing called a black snake.
Oh. Oh, I think. Oh, I know what those are. Oh dear. Um,
Black snakes are harmless.
But I'm still scared of
I'm still
snakes. So I
scared.
just
We're both still scared, man. You can't fix our scaredness except well when
yeah,
you
you can
face your
fix
fears.
my fears of snakes.
You can't fix my fears of
And their
spiders
spirit
sometimes
trying to
either.
kill the spider.
Oh right.
Kill it. Kill them
I
Have you
remember
all.
guys
one.
ever encountered? Has,
Extinct.
has either of you
Basically,
encountered the brown recluse spider?
What?
oh hell no! I ain't.
I
You see,
I
The
have never
I
brown
have
seen.
recluse
encountered a
spider.
large spider before, but
I have.
I don't know if
I
kind of
don't think
kill
I've
it. To be
seen it.
honest,
Wait, can you send a picture real
just
quick? What does it look?
curse to a spider and just kill it. Like
I won't be able to send a picture, but basically, the brown recluse spider, if it bites you, it'll rot off it'll kill your skin and possibly you with it.
Oh,
so.
wait.
Have you
Does that mean
encountered?
that my skin would literally just rot off?
Kinda, yeah. But when I say kinda take you with it, um, it won't kill you if you're a healthy adult. Like, but like if you get bitten, you go to the doctor. Obviously, get some anti venom.
Wait,
Yeah.
what happens if we don't get it?
Where? Damn. At least I'm very lucky that I didn't have to encounter that. Because I live in
You will get extremely sick, and you could possibly I don't know the specifics about a brown recluse spider, but the results will same level of dangerousness as the black widow spider.
Those
Hang on.
bastards ain't gonna get to me. I'm too powerful.
You see, spiders I can deal with because they can't fly. Wasps, they can fly, and they are fast too. So if I see a wasp, I run like heck.
Yeah, broke the window and run. That's why.
I was trying to get the wasp out of my room. And I think it eventually did leave my room. And then I noticed that it was laying dead on my hallway floor. What the heck was that? Was that you laughing?
Yeah.
Fun fact, wasps, if they're inside your house, they won't be able to get any food. Just saying.
Pretty much. So that's pretty good. Just fool themselves. They just cage them
They
in.
just starve.
Just so that you'll just leave them starve them to death. Like just so they get hungry. They want their they can't get their food now because they need their mommy to feed them. Which
Well,
they can't even find.
that's not how bees work, but they have to go out into the wild to get their food.
Yeah.
That's not how bees work. They're in eggs,
Bee
then they
breeders.
hatch.
Yo, little idiots gonna get mine.
Well, anyways, what do we do now? Can we explode Chernobyl once again?
I think Chernobyl has had enough explosions. It's already having way too much radiation.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, but how about we explode Unit 2 of Chernobyl then this time instead
But
of Unit
to
of
be honest,
Unit
though,
4?
there have been several proposals for nuclear reactor powered locomotives.
Oh, I know that, but I know that they kind of exist, but most of them they won't work because terrorist attacks and such. No, I
None
mean, they
would.
dropped the
None
bomb
were
and they
built.
died.
And thank goodness, no one
Yeah.
thought of building a
No.
nuclear-powered locomotive.
Yeah, no person crazy enough will be crazy enough to build some sort of nuclear locomotive that might have potentially caused the rails to be possibly broke because they might
I'm back.
be heavier than the average diesel or steam locomotive. Am I
To be
right?
honest, reactor locomotives just sound stupid overall. Like, as you
Yeah,
know,
what-
reactors have tons of radiation, and how much?
I
And
know.
and if it exploded, that would be as bad as Chernobyl, 1986. That would be, or even worse, if it was not extinguished. Even worse if it was not extinguished. Because
Exactly.
Yeah, it
and
would
now
probably
that I think about it, it's even worse when you realize that my mom was only 9 years old when Chernobyl happened.
Yep.
Oh God.
I know
Oh.
my father was like 15 years old when that happened, but luckily he lives in the Philippines.
And my
not
my
sure
mom lived
if-
in Moldova, which is right next to Ukraine.
So, I'm going to remind myself, if I ever
Mhm.
go to wherever Chernobyl is located,
Which is Ukraine.
remind me to stay out of Chernobyl.
Yeah, pretty much everyone knows that how
you mean
you
reactor
could
4?
stay out.
You mean like
Chernobyl,
reactor 4 in Pripyat?
just stay out.
But you
man.
know what? You want to know what makes things worse?
What?
What is it?
There are people on TikTok going into Chernobyl, which
Has a
which
lot of
is
They're
okay
only
if you've
doing
got the right
limited
stuff
budgets.
on. It's
Listen,
just,
You know what I mean?
it's
it's
okay when you got
if you got the right
stuff
stuff
I
on.
have enabled my mic.
on. Hello.
What's
Also, you can legally go into Chernobyl if you want, as long as you're on a guided tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
but
like
you won't-
maybe
but
in
you
a
have
They
to
can
bus,
keep
even
that in
take
like
you
in a
into one of
bus.
the reactor rooms, one of the unexploded ones. But you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I'm gonna say one thing. I mean, it is yes, it is allowed that you can go in Chernobyl, but I don't think we should go now because of what the hell Russia's doing, how much radiation,
but yeah, at the moment you can't go.
and plus, I don't think we want to go see the good old elephant foot and then get ourselves killed by radiation.
Only a few people have ever gone down to it.
What do you?
Pretty
Wait,
hard to get to ever since it exploded.
EVGs.
But back to what I was saying about the people on TikTok. They go to Chernobyl without a tour or anything. In fact, they aren't even wearing a hazmat suit or anything.
I'm sorry. Wait, what?
Oh, so just
Not even a
Yeah.
tour. Not
So
even
they
a
were just
tour.
There's a crane
I s-
floor in Chernobyl or the nearby town of Pripyat,
Yeah, Pripyat.
which is super reactive, and there are just people taking pictures in the middle of it, not realizing if they stand there for too long, they will get cancer and will die.
Yeah.
So just playing their lives then, like.
Or if they touch it, that they will just get radiation covered on their entire hand if they touch it.
I saw once of a woman. I saw
a woman. Okay, that's cool.
You saw a woman? Wow.
Wow.
I once saw
I
didn't know
one
they
about a
existed.
woman
I
who
never
was
knew.
just
It's a
in
rare
her
species.
bikinis.
Bro, what?
Maybe not.
I don't think that you want to be behind in your bikinis.
Not
next to
exactly a good
radioactive-
idea.
I don't think you want to be. I don't think you should wear a very revealing clothing next to basically an entire exploded crater.
I've been wearing a whole
I don't think that's a
firefighter
very
outfit
good
and that.
idea. Certainly
Don't-
not.
Go to Chernobyl.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd go to Chernobyl if I could.
I
Rather
Seems
go to
fun.
Tokyo.
But just
Obviously
just
with the
wear,
proper
like,
equipment
as much
and whatnot,
clothing
but,
as
you know.
can
It's
to keep
terrible.
yourself.
Terrible.
Terrible clothing option, by the way.
I mean, yeah, with the right equipment, you'll be able to safely go through. In fact, there was
Yeah.
whoa, hang on. There was an entire Top Gear. Chernobyl was in Top Gear.
Yeah, back
Oh.
then they hadn't covered the massive radiation hole in the building. They have covered it now. So it's a bit
How
more
long was
safer
it
to
not
go there.
covered? How long was it not covered?
Pardon?
How long was
They
it
were-
not covered? Like the hole in Chernobyl, the crater.
Up until I think 2017.
2017.
Yeah,
They had that entire hole
That
revealed.
is
But they
really
ha- well,
recent.
it was the Soviet Union up until 1991. Then no one could go there because it was still too irradiated. And then in the early 2010s, they finally got round to making the dome thing to go over the building. Then they had to build it because it's the world's largest free moving building in the world.
Which is the
It's
size
less
of
a
the Titanic
dome and
almost.
more of this sort of arch.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's more of an arch, if you ask me. And also,
Yeah, that's what they've used to cover it.
and also I think
Mhm.
they're gonna replace it later since how much radiation's in the inside of it.
Oh no, it's due to survive thousands of years.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
I thought they were gonna
in fact,
replace
Chernobyl's not going to be inhabitable for another 20,000 years.
even though the Chernobyl, the power plant is still working. Which, why did they? Why?
No,
is
it was
still
it was working until the early 2000s when they finally officially shut down the last reactor because it takes a good long time to shut down all the reactors.
Ah,
I also love
Wait,
how they said it won't be habitable until 20,000 years into the future. We'll be long gone
Well,
by then.
you can live there
Yeah,
in the
we'll-
next couple hundred years, but all the radiation won't be gone for another 20,000 years.
well, most of the
Damn.
radiation
Which will be hundreds of years
Thank
later.
you.
Will still be gone.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
basically gonna be.
Yeah.
Wait.
You could
Just
technically
imagine.
live there.
Just
Not
imagine
for
that we're all in.
long,
We're
but
like,
you could live there.
wait, just imagine that we're all just like skeletons in like chairs, and we're just like been dead.
Actually,
for a while.
there is one old woman who lives inside the exclusion zone permanently because she refused to leave the village, and she's still alive.
Damn.
Oh, so
How
she's
much has she
living-
been
Everyone else
mutating?
left the village, and apparently they've all died now, but she's still alive and she's fine.
Completely.
I'm kind of surprised, especially she had the mindset of not leaving the village forever. Even there's probably no more opportunities to get a job there.
Is the
Probably
rate?
She's an old woman. She's got like retirement benefits or something like that.
Yeah.
Is the
Like probably
radiation?
she gets free food. She gets free food by hunting. That's how. Or like trees. Who knows?
There's actually
I think
animals
she can
that
leave
live
the
in
exclusion
Chernobyl.
zone and get shopping
Yeah,
all of
but some of the animals are well mutated, and
Yep.
I don't
Only
think
slightly. They haven't got
pretty.
2 heads or anything like that.
Well,
Nothing
yeah.
ridiculous like that.
I once saw
Yeah.
one that was just covered in tumors, or I'm thinking they're tumors.
Oh,
Oh, shoot.
yeah.
There's a lot of wild dogs out there because it was the pets of Pripyat, which just
And I saw cats.
went wild after everyone left.
Just searching up Chernobyl
Damn.
locations.
Wait, but yeah, like Chernobyl is like what they did to like the city Pripyat does not look good. Like that does not look very good. Like the condition, like
No.
buildings are literally at this point just like crumbling due to
Yeah,
radiation. and
admittedly,
cold.
if you want to move back into Pripyat, you're going to have to demolish all the buildings first,
yeah,
which I don't
and
think many
rebuild
people
the
want to do
entire
because it's such a
city.
famous place.
And you're gonna have to probably rebuild the entire place if that's the case, just to get rid of every.
You're also going to have to dig up all the surface dirt and whatnot and get rid of it
and just
because all
replace.
that's got
And probably you're gonna have to replace
radioactive
it with
dust
concrete.
all over it.
And probably you're gonna have to replace it with concrete. So
Well, not concrete, but you can replace it with dirt. Just
Well-
more dirt, just not so radioactive dirt.
yeah.
So you can, grow vegetables and shit.
And also, has anyone even remember those like dogs from Chernobyl? How come no one has ever tried to kill one? Has anyone actually killed one of them or something? Or
They're
Why
kind of
would you kill a dog
historical.
for?
They're kind of historical, really.
they're basic? Yeah, they're just like they were once
Yeah,
like
they're
literal
not
puppy
exactly
dogs.
getting in the way of
Now they're
anyone.
fucking killers, basically.
I saw a couple. I saw cats.
Dogs.
also
Yeah, there are
cats.
cats too.
Speaking of Pripyat, I think I actually there's actually a village that that my mom used to live in. It looks kind of similar. Like I remember I went to the center of it, and you know, like giant sign outside like Pripyat that with the red light with the red.
Oh yeah, the one that says "Welcome to Pripyat" in Russian.
Yes, that is the exact same thing with.
But it was an ex-Soviet country.
Well, yeah, but it had the exact same thing. But except like the road was not concrete; it was mostly like gravel and dirt, because it was mostly a village. Oh, well, a Soviet era village anyway.
You know, if animals could evolve to adapt to the radiation, could humans do that as well?
No, humans can't do that.
Well, I don't think
they only last about 8 years, the dogs, because of the radiation.
Animals can probably live longer, I think.
Probably, yeah. Probably they could live longer, including weather conditions, etc., etc. Probably radiation, because there was literally wild dogs at Pripyat. So
yeah, but like I just said, the wild dogs of Pripyat only last about 8 years before they die of the radiation.
Oh yeah. Fair enough. But seriously, what do we all do? Do we just I don't know. I don't know actually. Wait, Henry.
Yeah.
Henry James, do you want to play randomizer or something?
I don't know. I haven't played randomizer, but what is that game again?
It's basically like a game where it randomizes like weapons, and you can like every time you die, it just like changes the risk.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not into shooting.
Can we stop talking about radioaction? Radioaction.
And plus, that could have killed my mother anyways if it was heading south. So, oh well.
Not to mention,
I mean,
hey, you wouldn't even be alive if that happened.
Yeah.
Hell no. And without me, you guys wouldn't meet like Spirit, Lane.
Probably you guys are complaining. You guys are in America.
I know.
The United Kingdom was directly affected by the radiation coming up from Chernobyl.
Well, my mom is from Moldova, and there is a village, and the village where it's located is right. It's only a few kilometers away from the Ukrainian border. Like probably.
Yeah, but Chernobyl's near Belarus.
I know, but if it was heading,
which is nowhere near Moldova.
Which I know, but listen, if the
wind direction was blowing away from Moldova,
which was heading to like Belarus and Sweden, I think, right? Well,
hang on. The United Kingdom was affected by the radiation too.
Well, technically, a lot of radioactive dust was blown northwards, away from like Moldova and stuff like that, and it all went across Poland, Germany, Denmark, France, England, Norway, all the way up there.
That's a lot of radioactive dust, my guy.
Well, yeah, it was a huge nuclear reactor going kaboom.
It was the biggest reactive explosion in the world.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, one of them.
There's
the Tsar Bomba.
Oh, yeah. Just insert a Japanese getting nuked for the third time by the U.S.
Wait, the United States nuked Japan?
Yeah, back in World War II.
That's how they ended the Second World War. The U.S. nuked Japan twice.
Yeah,
Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah.
Well, this, wow.
Technically, it's a war crime.
Technically, we are talking about, we're talking.
They tried to claim, it ended the war sooner. Yeah, it did. But, you didn't have to nuke a bunch of civilians.
They also made more nukes if Japan did not surrender. Like, they would bomb more cities, like 2 other nukes. That's what I heard, if they didn't
Oliver,
surrender.
We, as Americans, suck. I'm saying it, we suck.
And we don't even have good health care.
A lot of innocent
Welcome
civilians in
to
Asia
America,
with a lot of
everybody.
chemicals
This is the
and
worst
whatnot.
country in the. Oh my gosh, I am saying
because
that
And then the
on
US
4th of
invaded
July.
the Philippines and was not controlled them until after World War II. You nuked Japan, you used chemicals in Vietnam, you used chemicals in Korea, you know?
we use chemicals. I think we use chemicals.
I can't
we
believe
also
what I just
massacred-
said. I said America sucks, and I couldn't have said that on a worse day because it's the 4th of July.
Yeah, Philippines
Welcome to the
really
4th of
works,
July, where you celebrate defeating the British,
Oh, and
as you have a Brit on your thing.
yeah.
And admittedly, I do have to say I'm glad we did lose, because oh my god, what the hell have you done?
So I guess we did did you a favor then.
Yeah, we got rid of a burden.
We got rid of a fucking people with guns and badasses. Yeah.
We got
There's
rid of the
Jeremy
people who decided to incinerate 2 Japanese cities
and
and then bomb half of Vietnam with a bunch of chemicals.
and just like invade and just like destroy the North Koreans, even though technically North Korea is bad at this point. But oh well. But then, to be fair, something like North Korea is worse because they also do war crimes. Oh wait, that isn't no they. I mean, they are doing. They are enslaving. They are doing enslaving.
I'm gonna currently download
enslaved children. I think, like for railroad, for like a thing. They also don't let people out of the country. They're poor as shit.
Are you talking about North Korea?
Yes, of course I am.
They don't enslave children.
Are you sure?
Unless, well, sort of.
Well, they sorta, but they also don't sorta.
They imprison them, but they don't use them for slavery.
Fair. Oh.
Well, also, as long as you don't say anything bad about the supreme leader, you'll live a somewhat normal life. It's not actually as bad as the news would portray it.
All right. Wait, I'm gonna say one thing.
My glass. I had to take off my.
Like speaking of Kim Jong, did you
I had
know?
to take off my glasses.
Percy is working. Percy's working for the Democratic Party of Korea. Percy was a part of Kim. Was helping Kim Jong Un. Everyone. Percy was helping Kim Jong Un. What?
What?
I did not do a funny, did I? Shit. Oh, wait. Oh, I think I said in the wrong place.
Mr. Jeremy is going to the Blue Pill on Saturday.
Oh no. Benjamin, please don't kill me.
What did you say?
I said the S word. No.
Joke's on you because I knew that was going to happen, so I put a pipe bomb in your mailbox.
You bitch!
What's it with Americans and blowing shit up?
Oh wait a minute, you fool! There's also a hydrogen bomb in your goods train.
What?
Goods train.
Guys, I'm going to make should I make a 1980s city skylines
You wanna?
Oh yeah, the Saturday after this Saturday, I'm also going to the world's largest military air show, where they're flying one of the world's first jet aircraft.
Nice.
Who's coming with you?
No one.
Oh.
Something like 250,000 people are gonna be there, so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty busy. I mean, there are quite a lot of planes. It is the largest military air show in the world. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to. I mean,
okay.
nobody's forcing you, and nobody's stopping you.
Doing city skylines, but I'm pretty bad at making cities. It's gonna
Then
make
make good,
something
then
smaller.
get good.
Yeah.
What
Wait,
if
what?
you had to make a steam locomotive in the modern day? What kind of features would you give it?
Yeah, probably
Uh,
it's like be a tender engine. It's gonna be hmm. I don't know what I should do with wheel arrangement, but I'd say 442. And it'll be either and possibly oil
That's what I meant.
burner. Because coal is dirty and messy.
And it's
And the world
oil
is running
patterns.
out of it.
Wait.
Oh,
Oh, right, because the coal shortage in Britain at the moment. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
We haven't got that much of a coal shortage.
Well, didn't you guys have a massive one when Ukraine happened?
yeah, it's obviously
Yeah,
gonna be
but
a-
we're not exactly running out of coal. We're not desperate for it. We still have coal.
Oh, so I'm just gonna use
Alright,
it for
then.
coal because
And also,
Honestly.
wait, wouldn't we also need to also save up on oil because the world is also losing oil as we speak. So,
Mm.
but then again, we could still keep coal. Well,
You know, you
anyway.
could use wood to fire your steam engines because that's a
Fun
renewable
fact: the
resource.
US stopped using
Yeah.
wood because they were cutting down too many forests.
Yeah.
Oh,
They actually that's the reason why locomotives in the US went from wood to coal in like the 1880s. They were concerned about too much deforestation in the 1880s. So you can imagine how
Well, I
bad
guess
that
good-
was.
Oh.
well, I guess good on us then.
Yeah, that means we're saving the trees. That means the Lorax won't be on our door. Yeah.
You've seen the Lorax?
Fuck. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
I'm
wait.
trying to. I've managed to find some free stuff.
Oh.
Hey, Oliver, have you ever been to the Cass Scenic Railroad?
Sadly not.
It's full of what Spirit describes as wonky boys.
You
Yeah,
mean-
they are
yeah.
wonky.
They are but they are wonky. That's what.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I prefer the nickname Shays.
They just more.
Well, yeah,
public.
they are shades, but they're also wonky boys.
They're wonky.
I think the
The
Heislers. Are,
boilers are like a wonk.
I think the Heislers are more wonky.
Wonker. Wonky wonker. Wonky
The
wonk.
boilers aren't in the middle, so they're wonky.
The boiler was placed off to the side to balance out the weight of the cylinders.
Yeah, but they're still wonky.
Okay.
I mean, he has a point. They're still
Nothing's going to
wonky.
stop me from calling them the wonky boys.
Okay.
Or gals. That,
Like
or
the mountain
gals.
engines. Their
Or
boilers are
gal-
a bit of a weird slant, so
Or,
they're technically
Wait,
wonky.
wonky boys or gals? Who knows? They could be both. They could be both. So, oh. What?
There's wonky gals and wonky boys.
Yeah. There's also wonky and there's also
10 years
wonky
ago,
black cars.
around 10 years ago, I went to Cass and I rode behind Shay number 11. When I went there just 2 days before my birthday, I was pulled by Shay number 4.
Yo, nice. Wait a minute, but there's two Ushés. That's the thing. That are named.
Whenever I go to a heritage railway, it's pretty much a different engine every time.
Yeah. Which
Also-
with different numbers.
I get to finally talk about something.
Yeah.
Is it the fact that we just have a better rail system in the UK?
Or
How about
Okay, two
Japan?
things.
Huh?
First of
Japan's
all,
also fine.
Spirit,
Japan's
did the
fine.
United Kingdom ever use a Shay or any geared
No,
locomotives?
because we didn't need them.
Okay,
We had normal locomotives.
got it. And second thing, there was actually a huge, devastating fire at the workshop at Cass.
Oh.
Fire and trains don't usually mix.
Fireman Sam is gonna save the day.
You're gonna get me copyrighted, Oliver, by singing that.
But I didn't
Well, my
even. It's
local
not even the
heritage
actual
railway had
audio.
an old thumper DMU, and one of the coaches on that was just toasted by a bunch of
But
twats.
But when I say the fire at Cass, there were 3 locomotives in the workshop when that happened. Shay
Oh.
number 1, Shay number 3, and Climax number 9.
Oh, that sounds bad.
I
Kinda
assume they
unfortunate.
became a bit toasted.
Yeah,
they were
did.
toasty. There's actually
They
photos.
became cold, which is my favorite type of snack.
I'm not sure if anyone was in the workshop, but
Well,
I'm
let's hope not.
gonna guess. I'm gonna guess nobody was in it because I didn't see anything about people getting killed or roasted. But the locomotives were destroyed. Number 9 was in the middle of an overhaul.
Bro went from
Not a
overhaul
very
to
good-
charcoal.
And I mean, if you look up Cass Scenic Railroad fire, you'll see the locomotives. Okay, so number 1 was actually traded for another Shay, Western Maryland number 6.
Okay.
And number 6 currently is under overhaul at Cass right now after its 15-year overhaul thingy. Because in the United Kingdom, it's after 10 years you gotta get overhauled. 8 years for big engines. Here in the United States, no matter how big the engine is, it's always 15 years.
Well,
15
in
years
the
old.
UK, you don't always need a full overhaul every 10 years. As long as the engine's in pretty good condition, you can get a quick check over it, maybe replace a couple of warm parts, and you can just send it on its way again with a new boiler ticket.
I think that's what happened with Dalgoch at the Tathllyn Railway.
Yeah. You just take it apart a little bit, check everything, and then put it back together quickly.
Meanwhile, Tathllyn itself is still in pieces.
Yeah, because that needed a full-blown overhaul.
Yeah.
Been
Wait,
under
what about
overhaul since 2018.
Wait. Yeah.
I have a bell.
Nice.
Ding ding a
It
ling a
rings.
ling. Wait, Spirit. I dare you when you hear cringe, you ring that.
What?
You heard me.
No, I didn't.
I said if you hear cringe or see it, ring the bell.
Oh.
A cringe bell.
So, fun fact about model locomotives. Do not strain them too hard, but on the other hand, do not leave them just sitting on a shelf.
Yeah.
You gotta
Speaking
run
of
them.
model engines, I kind of want to I actually kind of want to do like run like my N scale boy, which I haven't done that in a bit, so I think I might do that after this.
If it doesn't run after let's say years or maybe even months, it'll start corroding, which is exactly what happened to my 4F.
Oh.
I think it's more years and not months.
I think the 4F just sat around in its box or maybe on a shelf. I'm guessing it's box because the box itself is in pretty good condition, and the foam, it's still got the foam. Yeah, that's how old it is. It was made in 1979. That's how old this 4F is.
Oh,
Well, the tooling is from 1979.
Well, yeah. It's tender driven. And it's got traction tires.
Hmm.
So
The
if it was
Jeremy
an
here is
engine,
at least from 1979 to 1989.
so like that's a 10-year difference, but that's still pretty good considering Jeremy still runs perfectly.
Yeah, he runs perfectly fine.
yeah. Also, I think you should also clean your wheels and tracks most of the time because
Yes, that's a
yeah.
must.
that you always have to do that. I haven't.
Also,
I think I
someone
haven't.
replaced the connecting rod on Jeremy's wheels, but they did it the wrong way around.
Oh.
You had to fix. So you have to change the way it was.
I think a screwdriver would help.
Yeah, no, I've tried, but there are permanently welded in pins that go in the wheels.
What? Who
Oh,
put those
whoa.
tie
But you
rods
can
on?
unscrew it and it comes off, but when you turn it around, it doesn't fit because there are pins that go into the wheels that hold the rod in place that are either really difficult to get out or kind of welded in there.
Oh.
So
If
it's
that
clear
were
the
me,
person wanted to replace that bit and accidentally did it the wrong way around. And when they came to putting it on, they realised but didn't do anything to change it, and so just kept it as that.
if that were me, that would bug me till the end of time, honestly.
But you don't really see it when he's moving about.
He speed. Also, I'm gonna be honest. Wait. What's your oldest model that you own in Spirit? Just wondering.
I'm not sure. I mean, my Kyle is from 1978, the old Kyle.
Ah,
How old is your Norman?
No, not that old.
how old though? Like 90s or like
It's at least 2010s.
ah. All right. Wait, so then that's quite new.
But yeah,
Well,
that's why I said it's not that old.
All right.
Well, what about your Spirit model?
The motor isn't exactly that old, but the body's from at least the early 80s.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that I think like Spirit, like he got it. I think you got that like 2010, didn't you?
Pardon?
Did you get? When did you get Spirit though? I'm just wondering.
Technically, he was one of my dad's models. It
Yeah.
didn't have a motor though, so I replaced the chassis. Then the paint started coming off, so I decided to just get an entirely new Spirit.
Okay. Wait, do you even still have the old Spirit model?
Yes.
All right.
But it has a new face.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's just a white marker.
And white face with black marker. Yeah.
Also, speaking of which, Spirit, I think you might want to maybe invest on a modern 14XX for Norman because
Well, I don't.
It
Well,
is a
definitely
modern
not-
one.
what? Well, I'm talking about the motor in the older ones. They're kind of garbage.
Norman runs perfectly fine.
Well, that is until the day he dies.
Or
The
his
old one
motor
didn't work,
explodes.
but that's because I just didn't run it for a few years because I didn't have a layout.
Oh.
But the new one runs perfectly fine.
I sadly
Okay.
do not. Speaking of layouts, I sadly do not have one for my HO boys. Only for my N scale boy.
I mean, my layout is just track on the bedroom floor.
Oh, I thought that was your kitchen.
No, this is not my kitchen. This is my bedroom.
I thought that was your kitchen because your bedroom has a hard floor.
And your bedroom, I
It's
think
because
you
we
had.
didn't get a carpet in.
My bedroom has a carpet. In fact,
Well, my house
nearly
was a
My
new
bedroom does not have
But
a carpet.
I am literally, well, our family's the first family to ever live in this house I'm in.
Wow.
Yeah. My old house was from the 50s, and I'm pretty sure it was haunted.
It feel
Haunted?
Yeah,
oh
I saw my door handle on my bedroom door move once. Whenever you were going up the stairs, it felt like someone was watching you. And in the new house, you don't get that feeling at all. So, and I'm pretty sure I saw multiple shadows in the corner of my eye, multiple times.
I remember
It was just very, very creepy.
I actually saw one myself. Like, I don't know if my house is actually haunted or not, or if I was seeing things. But I remember, like, one time, I was just, like, trying to find my dad because he was, like, folding clothes. And I swear to God, I saw a shadow go in my room. And when I checked, I thought that was my dad doing something. I was like, Dad? But all I saw was the shadow just walk into my closet. I checked, nothing. Just pure nothing.
What the
Oh.
frick?
I don't think I want to stay here anymore.
I think. All right. I've told this story many a time, but I will say it again. This happened in, let's, 6th, 7th grade. I'm going to have to, I can't remember, but it was during the end and I was in the gym room. And in the gym room, there's like these double doors on each side. And
Okay.
I was standing in front of one of them dribbling a basketball.
Mm,
And then I hear someone whisper my name into my ear like, Colin. And I was like, and I jumped and looked behind me and there was like this black figure with long hair. Yes, long hair. And it was peeking behind one of the doors that was closed. The other one was open. And it was stood there for like 2 seconds and then it ducked behind the door. And so I run in there, I look, and it's gone.
nothing.
Ugh.
Nope. And there's not many places to hide in there. I looked at all the places that could be possible.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, so that is so a ghost is haunting you. Oh no.
I didn't even think about getting any sleep that night.
To be honest, I actually speaking
I
of ghosts,
think
remember
he's a
that
little
ghost I
bit
told you
too
about that
obsessed
like
to, I just think that I think that she's just talking and she's a bit too obsessed. It's a person, possibly. I just still don't believe in ghosts and just trying to make me believe, even if I'm not.
well to be honest, after what I saw, that ghost I don't think but actually sometimes when I'm in my room, which I am in right now, like at night, I swear to God, I see a face in my closet. I am not joking.
Are
I
you
am
sure
not.
that isn't like the moon reflecting off of some clothes? Or maybe a
Well,
rack?
sometimes I see it, but sometimes my imagination tells me that something is in there, and
You just gotta block it out of your mind. You just gotta, ghosts aren't real, ghosts aren't real, ghosts aren't real, ghosts aren't real.
well, after what the hell I saw, I ain't believing that shit anymore. I'm terrified to see what I can't unsee that. I can't unsee that. I really can't. So I can't unsee it.
There's Jeremy and Austin.
Yeah.
Austin and Jeremy, they talk.
I
Like this
I swear Richard Hammond would be a good voice actor for Jeremy.
But Jeremy's a Scottish engine
Oh, hi laddie. Maybe I can voice
who has
that.
anxiety.
Who has anxiety? Okay. Why? Was he involved in an accident one day?
No, he just has anxiety.
He had it since he was built. Okay.
Mhm.
You also have Ben.
I can't. I'm thinking to myself, why hasn't like a model company, made a Class 28 yet? Helgen did, but it's the diesel version.
Boko.
Well, that's because
We don't want Boko, we want James.
Well, they did
But
make
the short version.
I think they're worried about copyright since James is based on the Class 28, and they're worried that
Well, then
Mattel
in that
would come.
case, they wouldn't have made the E2. Yet they did.
And yet they
wouldn't have made many class of locomotives, yet they did. You can't exactly copyright a class of locomotive.
I mean, that is true.
You can make any model locomotive if you want. You just need permission to do a livery on it. If it's a current livery like GWR, then you need permission from GWR to put the livery on it. But if it's from an old company that just doesn't exist anymore, like the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway or British Railways and whatnot, then you don't need to ask.
I mean, he has a point. He has a
hang
point.
on. So let me get this straight. So if I were to make models of Duck and Oliver the 14XX, I would have to get permission from the Great Western to paint them.
No, because the GWR doesn't exist anymore.
Well, even though they sort of exist.
There's a company. Well, the current railway called GWR. Yes, it's called GWR, but it's owned by First Great Western, which is owned by the First Group, which runs a lot of railways in the UK.
Ah, okay.
Also, if you made an engine into the livery of the current Great Western Dish, you'd need permission. Well, if you're a big company mass producing models with that livery. If it's a one-off livery, no, you can make that livery all you want. But if you're making Duck or Oliver, then you don't need permission. Firstly, because that livery isn't actually Great Western livery. It's bright green. GWR was dark green. And also, the original GWR doesn't exist. It ended in 1948.
Yeah.
Because British Railways. And why did everything go silent all of a sudden?
I have no idea. Fun fact. Since BJ is number 52619. Hang on, my intern. No, wait, hang on. All right. Let's see.
This number's quite easy to remember.
Okay, I got it. BJ on the LNYR was number 887, and in the LMS days, he was 12619.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Internet.
Then BR came along, got rid of the 1 and replaced it with a 5, and sent him off to Wales.
Yeah.
To work with several,
and then in
1950. And then in 1950, what? 1956?
I think it was 58.
1958. Is that the year he was scrapped?
I think.
Well,
I don't remember.
I think that was the year. I'm going to say that was the year he had his major accident.
Oh.
You see, BJ became a runaway and derailed on a corner. And was practically totaled.
So he basically copy and pasted James's crash, but he basically.
Although the fact is, the damage was 10 times worse.
I mean, James's crash was pretty bad. If it was 10 times worse, then I'm not sure BJ would exist.
Okay,
I
how about
mean,
5
not
times
wrong.
worse?
Again, James needed a severe overhaul after his crash.
Okay,
If
one
it was
time.
5 times worse, then the boiler might have been ripped off the frames. The
So maybe
cab
let's make
be
that
gone,
3
the
times
wheels be
worse. Make that
gone.
3 times worse. Make it 3 times worse. Make it.
But
It's pretty bad.
okay, it was at a okay, fine. It was at a point where he was quoted damaged beyond repair.
Right.
But when he was sent to the the scrapyard in Liverpool wanted a shunter. So they kind of just slapped him back together. It wasn't even properly.
Right.
Okay.
And it was like he had several rusted parts and his running board was cracked. A lot of things were broken, but he was usable, let's say.
You'd think a scrapyard would use a tank engine.
Well, BJ is still relatively small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah.
big for an 060.
I mean, I can name bigger 060s. The Q1, the
The
4F.
Dean Goods is pretty small.
Wait. What about the J39?
That's pretty small. The 4F is pretty small. The 28 is probably the biggest 060 tender engine I can think of.
That means Wade. Big tender engine and equal.
But like if you desperately needed a shunter and you heard that there was an engine available that had just been involved in an accident, would
Then you'd
you
probably scrap it.
would you take the chance, but it was in a point where it could be put back together, but in a crappy way? Would you get that engine and use it as a shunter?
No, you'd use one of the intact engines.
I don't think would BR actually would BR even agree to that? Like one of their hard-working engines?
I don't know about that.
Admittedly, if your engine, sometimes engine will be our locomotives. If they derailed, they'd just be scrapped on site.
But they weren't. Wait, I'm being stupid. Never mind.
If they were too damaged, they'd just say, you know what, we can't be bothered to take it to the nearest scrapyard or anything like that. They'd just move it off the rails and cut it up there.
That But and then after Lizzie was
Obliterated.
yes.
Admittedly, if the scrapyard wanted a shunting, they would have used Lizzie instead of BJ. I'm just being honest.
I mean,
I'm not sure BJ would have been in operational use. Because obviously, we all know in the James crash,
and plus
where he was gone for, I think it said a few months or something like that. So obviously, he needed a pretty big overhaul. And I'm not sure a scrapyard's going to do that.
Probably a much bigger workshop. That'd probably do the trick.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they could only get one cylinder on BJ functional.
I'm not sure they would get him functional in the first place. There's a lot of parts on a locomotive that you need, that like even the smallest bits that you need for it to even move properly.
Like bearings?
Bearings, yeah. Connecting rods.
Connecting
valves gear inside.
Probably whistles as well, definitely. Or bells, maybe.
Why would you need a whistle in a scrapyard?
You are legally required to have a whistle or horn.
Yeah.
As an operating locomotive in the United Kingdom.
Yeah. Yeah, so if it does not have a whistle, then you're fricked.
But that's BJ's backstory, and I'm keeping it because I can't think of anything better.
Okay. Then,
I mean, most of my engine's backstories are, they were withdrawn, but because they are alive, you can't scrap them, so they were just sold to heritage railways for cheap.
like which is the.
I haven't really got anything special other than Kyle did an oopsie in 1945. And Spirit did two oopsies.
Spirit did an oopsie in 1918.
Tucker had an
1917
oopsie.
and 45.
Well, Tucker,
and obviously,
Tucker is not even
Robert
that serious.
Robert got the boom boom in 1916.
He got the big Chungus bomb. He lit it on fire.
Well,
Tucker-
it was a French ammo train accidentally dropped a shell in front of him, and his face got in the way.
And that's how
And
he got
then
his
his troop
iPad.
train caught on fire.
Ow. That sounds bad.
It wasn't that bad. Only, I
Well,
say
you know,
it
that's
wasn't
how
that
he
bad.
lost his
20
eye.
people were supposedly
Wasn't that how
killed
he
in this
lost his
thing, but
eye? Wasn't that how he lost his eye, though?
other than the Great Western engines, all my other engines just have normal backstories, really.
All right.
They worked, they were retired, and now they're on a heritage railway.
Anyway, after Lizzie was obliterated, BJ just busted through the gates and ran away, just like that.
Like Thomas from Journey Beyond Sodor, of course.
Exactly.
He's not special. He's not special. We know. Thomas did it too. We know. Anyway, continue.
I was thinking of a more. Anyway, I was thinking of a more compelling backstory, because if I just said he worked on the LNYR, then he worked on the LMS, and then he went into the BR days, and then he was put on the scrap line, and then was purchased by Sir Topham Hats, and it would be your generic engine backstory, really. It would be quite normal.
You'd be surprised how many stories are like that for almost every preserved locomotive in the United Kingdom.
Exactly. It's nearly every, I think. And then there are ones that are donated, like
it is
Evening
kind
Star.
of a cliche that everyone's Thomas OCs have some sort of amazing backstory that you wouldn't believe. Okay, sure. But is it quite realistic?
No.
I tried to do that. I'm sorry.
All right.
Jeremy just worked in Scotland and then moved to Birmingham and then just was preserved.
I don't know if that's if my character is meant to be surrealistic, but I'm just asking. But he's basically live in a kind of hell. You know, he just doesn't talk.
His life was kind of depressing, to be honest.
Yeah. Also, guys.
Yeah, he's just.
I kind of want to tell a backstory for one of my characters.
Oh, go on. I'm interested.
All right. So Oliver and Leo. Basically, Oliver and Leo were built at Newcastle on Tay in 1936 to 1937. I don't know.
I think we worked it out as New Year's Eve on 1936.
Yeah, they both were built on New Year's Eve, so.
Which ain't bad. That's okay.
Yeah. They did work. However, they were going to be sent to the LMS, but they didn't. But the LNER just kept them because they liked them for some reason. Maybe
that's illegal. Hold on. Also, firstly, Newcastle wasn't served by the LNER. No, it was. It was, but it's contract. Well, also, the railway works weren't owned by the LNER. They were a private company.
Oh.
Newcastle Railway Works was the private company.
All right. Well, continue. Well, I'm gonna just continue. Oliver and Leo would mostly do jobs up together, including goods work, maybe sometimes shunting, and well, blah blah blah. They did mostly work on the East Coast main line, so
double heading, I imagine.
Oliver, I'm sorry, but East Coast main, it was LNER.
I know, but
LMS wasn't allowed to run on the LNER at all.
Oh,
They were literally rivals.
That
I
that
mean,
would
I know
technically
they
be
were, but
trespassing.
Yes, the LMS and GWR shared a bit of track in Wales and South Coast, but the LMS and then the LNER, they
they just hated
refused
each
to let
other.
each other run on each other's rails.
That's practically trespassing.
Yeah.
Oh, well then let me change
Also, I
it.
thought he was supposed to work in Wales.
Well that will happen later on. That will happen later on.
Most engines don't get transferred across a country. When, like,
Listen,
say if
I'm
an
not a
engine,
train nerd. I'm not that good of a train nerd. Okay, you're the one who knows trains more than I do. Deal with it.
well, if an engine's built and it gets sent to Wales, well, if an engine's built and it's set to work in the eastern parts of the UK, it's going to stay in the eastern parts of the UK
All right.
because that's where the drivers are all located, and it's where it's kind of been. I'm not going to say trained, but it's the engine can sometimes get used to the railway it runs on.
So it's kind of like adapting to the environment.
Yeah, and if you very suddenly change it, sometimes the mechanics will wear out much, much faster.
Or
So if an
slower,
engine
depending.
transferred from the East Coast all the way to Wales, they're very different environments.
All right. But wait.
So,
Well,
admittedly, the Oliver and Leo would have to work in Wales their entire lives.
Mhm.
They could move around Wales a bit, but obviously,
via the Cambrian line, of course.
Mm.
Well, or there's other lines, but I think that the Cambrian line would be where they usually work on.
well, Cambrian was Great Western.
Well,
The
okay,
Cambrian
but
line
there's
was
also but like
famously
you said, there's
purchased by the
black
Great
lines
Western
still
in
working in Wales
1911.
anyway.
I love the fact that the backstory is just getting completely ruined by reality.
Spirit, what?
Well, in my head canon, technically the Cambrian was bought 10 years before than real life in 1901.
Also, Spirit, can you stop ruining my backstory, please? I just want to finish
Can
it.
you try, if you can you like criticize my
I'm
backstory?
just saying, the engines will probably have to work in Wales their entire lives.
Yeah.
Also, I
yeah.
thought we agreed, Oliver, that Oliver would pull the night mail from my railway up to
Just the Wales
somewhere,
United.
I think in Manchester.
And I remember you saying that Leo
But
was
then never
more
mind.
of a backup engine.
Yeah, Leo's.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that they don't really do double headers. They still do them. That doesn't mean they don't. But Leo's mostly a backup one. If Oliver does not stop working. Wait a minute. I said it wrong. Did I say it wrong? I think I said it wrong. Shit. I think
I
I
think
just.
it was the real life Black 5 that your OC is on was supposed to pull the 15 Guinea special, but its firebox collapsed the night before it was supposed to do so, so they replaced it with another Black 5.
Talk about bad luck,
Wait.
am I right?
Wait,
Yeah.
imagine if Leo was still there and there's like, well, looky what I have here. Failed firebox, eh? Never knew you tried to pull up Henry, eh?
Well, by that time, the real life Leo would be withdrawn and scrapped. I think it was in 1965 they did that.
Yeah, they did that in 1965, sadly.
Also, there is another Black 5 called Oliver.
Which is Oliver Cromwell, I know.
No, not Oliver Cromwell. That's a standard 7. 8. Standard 8.
Are you
Hang on,
sure?
wait, there's
I
a
forget
black...
the full name of the other Black 5, but there is a Black 5 called Oliver something.
There isn't. Well, that's what the name. Are you sure that it's not named Oliver Cromwell? Because that's what I heard.
No, that's the Standard 8, which was built using parts of the engine that was destroyed in the Harold and Wealdstone disaster.
A standard 8.
Famously was built using parts of Turbomotive.
A standard 8 is relatively more different than a Black 5.
I
Well,
know.
it was an upgraded Standard 7 and has
Yeah.
kind of sort of exploded its firebox multiple times.
Oh!
Like during preservation, I think it was one time during preservation it entered a tunnel and all the fire in the firebox just blasted out the firebox
His
door and it burned the
firebox was
crew.
on fire.
They weren't killed, but they were seriously injured.
Oh wait. Anyways, I'm gonna say this: his firebox because his
Well,
firebox
it wasn't
was
just
on
the
fire.
firebox. It wasn't just the firebox. It was the whole cab.
Oh,
Ew.
Yeah.
that sounds really bad.
Mm. But yeah, the Black Fives would have had to work in like North Wales
All right.
their whole lives.
Oh, but that doesn't mean that until
all right.
until they were preserved. Probably. I don't know where they're gonna probably be preserved, but
Well, I thought it was your line.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be it. But I kind of want it to be like a realistic location, like the Great Central, where is Oliver are working. So, but
So what's
all
the
right
point
then.
of you coming up with your own railway?
Well, I have no idea.
Surely, if you come up with your own railway, then your engines are preserved on that railway.
Well, all right then. But yeah, I'm listen. I'm being stupid here. Okay, deal with it.
mean, I am-
Anyway,
Can I
Yeah.
continue my story, please, before I get it
Yes,
slaughtered
yes,
by
you
Jared
may.
telling them his facts? Okay, then that's a good thing. Anyway, but yeah, Oliver and Leo did work in North Wales pulling mail trains. It's up and down there. But but until the 1960s, like around like 1960, 64 to 1965. The brothers were almost scraps, but that was until the Wales and Sudden but at that time the Wales and Sudden and filed for bankruptcy, so they were basically stuck.
What do you mean filed for bankruptcy? It would have been British Railways.
Oh yeah, it was a part of British Railways. Fair point. But
You
yeah,
sure it wasn't the beaching
it was
cuts?
a part. But that was because the railway was
oh, the
actually
beaching
preserved.
cuts. You could say that.
Yeah, it's because of the beaching cuts. But they were mostly so they were basically stuck in a scrapyard for a while. So
Wait, which scrapyard was it?
I could say a Liverpool, but that was just
I'd say possibly Barry. A lot of LMS engines that worked in Wales went to Barry.
yeah, and so but Oliver and Leo would be sent to Barry's scrapyard, but they were stuck there around until like the 80s or 90s when the Wales and Sudden came back.
90s is quite late. 80s I could understand.
Yeah, the 80s.
But
Okay,
the very early 80s I could
Yeah, like-
understand.
yeah, the Wales and Sudden was coming back, but around the 80s. So around that time, Oliver and Leo would probably be bought by them, and probably help with the line's reconstruction.
Hmm. My railway was just preserved in 1948 because there's a whole story thing of a lord technically buying the line from the Great Western just before it became British Railways. So
Yeah.
so
Well,
the line was completely
okay.
privately owned.
So basically,
So
what
technically
happened?
BR couldn't make it into BR.
All right. Well, also, like the reason why the line closed was most technically was because like the Wales and Sudden was its own individual company until it filed for bankruptcy and got sold to BR. So, and the beaching cuts, of course.
Oliver, I'm not sure you understand what the 1923 grouping was.
Well, yes, I know it was a part of the Great Western Railway, but like you, it just became its own company in 1948.
No,
That's
not how it
hang on.
works, Oliver.
I am so confused.
Oliver,
Listen,
okay, you
never
have to
mind my
understand. I can
story.
understand it being its own private company up until 1923, when it would have become a part of the Great Western Railway, possibly partially owned by the LMS. But because it was now a part of that, when it came to BR days, it wasn't still its own private company. It would have been a part of the GWR, which was then merged in with all the other railways into British Railways. It wasn't a private company by that point. It was just
Then I'll
the
say it's
GWR.
I'll say it's the beaching cuts. Okay, listen. Spirit, you're talking to a stupid child. What the hell do you
Oh
expect?
dear. Oh dear.
I thought you
Oh,
understood
dear.
what the beaching cuts and all that were, and the groupings and all that.
Well, guess what?
Oh,
I
dear.
don't know jack shit most of the time.
gonna-
Deal with it.
Oh dear. Oh no. Oh man, this is turned into chaos.
Of course it did.
The
Wow, thank you,
1923
Spirit. Thank you
grouping
for ruining
was
my
all the little
story.
railways in the
Thank you
UK,
for ruining
and all
my
the big railways
story.
in the UK came together to be 4 railways. And then in 1947, well, the very end of 1947, all the 4 railways became together into 1 railway, except for the Tallaghline because they forgot it existed.
Wait, what about the
Genuinely,
alright.
why the Tallaghline didn't become part of the GWR is because they forgot it existed.
Of course they forgot.
The only reason why the Corris Railway was closed was because it was owned by the GWR.
I didn't know Cars Row was owned by GWR.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
that spider's come back out. Hold on.
The itsy bitsy spider went out in the water, so down came the rain. And the
I
spider
just saw
out.
him throw something.
Got it.
Why did you kill the spider? He just won.
I have severe arachnophobia.
I mean, to be fair, that's actually
What a
pretty
massive
fair.
spider once crawled across my foot, and which is the reason why I hate them.
I
And I'm
continually
not moving that book for a very long time.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I mean, my backstory for BJ isn't perfect, but at least it's consistent.
Listen, mine is not
I don't know
consistent.
about I don't know about mine
Stupid.
though.
Okay, I know. Stop
I'll just
rubbing
show
it in
you.
my face.
To summarize, he doesn't really have much of a perfect life like any other engine. He doesn't
His
even
was
solve the
just straight up
Northwestern Railway.
bad.
He's not even working for the Northwestern. His fate was mostly unknown.
Well,
UK
anyway,
railway
please
history is
continue-
quite
can I-
simple,
oh my-
especially
Can you
compared to a lot of other countries.
America.
Yeah, especially America. You have a stupid amount of companies. And obviously, UK, about 100 railways. 1923 comes around, 4. And then after that, 1. And then in 1995, it was partially privatised again.
Well, it seems that Oliver has rage quitted.
That's because you guys keep ruining my damn story.
Okay.
I don't know
All right.
about mine. At least criticize about it. I'm just gonna summarize it. Should I?
But
Uh,
I think I got the general story of Oliver and Leo down. They were built.
Yeah.
They were built in a location that is unknown because of all the changes. And then
Okay,
they
It was
well,
worked-
it's
Newcastle.
Newcastle. There we go. They were built at Newcastle, and then they worked. And then Oliver worked the most, and Leo was more of a backup. And
Well,
they
that-
were the prototype for the Black 5 locomotive.
What? No, I did not say it. Okay, I changed
Prototype Black 5s.
that.
They
No,
were built halfway through when they were being constructed.
listen. Okay, listen. Hear me. Listen. Okay, I remember that I used to be cringe and I said they were prototypes, but they're not prototypes anymore because I actually learned what the hell what year they were.
Oh.
I changed that. I thought
Also,
they
the
were.
prototype Black 5s were just the Great Western
Okay,
Railway Hall
so-
class. Because that's what the Black 5s were based on.
Yeah, fair enough. Wait a minute. Wouldn't that mean that technically Kyle and Oliver are cousins?
Yeah, technically Kyle is the reason why the Black 5s exist.
Oh, so that's why Oliver and Kyle are a good friend. They good friend. That makes sense.
Well, technically the Hall class is based off of the Star class, which is based off of the Saint class,
Yeah.
which is based off of a French locomotive. So if it weren't for the French, then the Black 5 wouldn't exist.
And
Which
without
is
the whole,
something very
without
weird
the
to say.
whole Star class, every other goddamn class in the Great Western roster, you get it. We get it.
Let's not forget, Stanier was born in Swindon.
Yeah.
So if it weren't for Swindon, then the Black Five wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
Henry just said my summarized version of my OC's backstory is he basically mostly lived in HE double hockey sticks.
Okay. Wait, why
Right.
did you say it? Wait,
I'm
why
going to
did you
assume
say
that's
it?
Scotland.
Well,
Well-
his OC is a Jones Goods, so yeah.
I was
Yeah.
correct.
But basically, his life was depressing because other engines kept bullying him.
Why would they bully the first 460 locomotive?
Because he was.
Oh yeah, that's another engine that inspired the Black Five. Probably.
So technically, the Hull
So
and
technically,
the are their
Goods-
parents.
so the Jones Goods and a French
Oh!
locomotive inspired the Saint class, which inspired the Star class, which inspired the Hall class.
Which inspired the Black Five.
Wait, no, it inspired
It's like
no.
a family tree.
Really confusing. So Jones Goods plus French engine combined into the Star class, combined into the Saint class, combined into the Castle class, then went into the Hall class. Really confusing.
It is.
And then the Hall class
it's like the
inspired
it's
the
like,
Black Five.
Yeah, it's like it's the strangest family tree ever.
Yeah.
The brutal way.
And obviously, Sir Nigel Gresley went to college near Swindon, and so did his successor, Thompson, whatever his name was. What was his name? Edward Thompson?
Edward Thompson, yes.
Yeah, he also went to college in Marlborough, which is near Swindon. So both of them probably went on the train, on the old Midland and South Western Junction Railway, which later became a part of the Great Western.
And which
But the
is
railway
later where
also
my-
went up
where
to
my,
Swindon, so they
AU
probably
Edward
went through
comes.
Swindon to get to the college in Marlborough.
And which is
So
where my
technically,
AU Edward
Swindon
comes from.
influenced them as well. Yeah.
And
So a
that's
lot
it.
of railway history is because of
Fun
Swindon.
fact about the
Fun
And also,
fact.
some of them were given double chimneys. Others were given Caprotti valve gear, and one of the preserved ones has Stevenson link motion.
Nice.
Yes.
You mean that Black Five?
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
Stanley even
Oh,
made a
so that's
mogul
why
version
you-
of the
oh,
Black
wait.
Five.
Oh yeah, so
And it's
that's why you
preserved.
gave Oliver different in valve gear. Wait a minute. Wait, do you guys
That was
even still remember
Leo.
Oh right, yeah, Leo. Yeah, that was Leo, and Oliver is just like the first one, and Oliver is just the one with the special valve gear. So
Wait, what?
what? You said that Leo had the special valve gear that you were talking about. So I
Wait,
said
I
Leo.
I said maybe.
Oh.
Besides,
That
They
was-
only
that
ever
was
made
insane.
one Black Five with the Stevenson valve gear.
only two of them had the Caprotti valve gear.
Mm.
And I think quite a few had the double chimney.
Wait,
Yeah.
Black Fives had double chimneys. Holy
Yep.
Some
shit.
of them did.
Sweet. I mean, wait,
Kind of like the, A4s had double chimneys.
and A3s. Don't forget about the A3s.
A3s
class
also
had
had
double
double chimneys,
chimneys.
yes.
Wait, what? Did any tank engines have double chimneys, or is it not possible?
No.
Definitely.
Well, maybe.
Wait, really?
There's that big ass LBSC tank engine. I'm
Oh
not sure
wait,
whether it had a,
oh
double
right,
chimney.
the billing, that giant the express
the
locomotive.
one that was so big that it was
That was an
unbalanced
express
and they
locomotive.
had to change into the S15.
Oh yeah, those. Oh yeah.
I don't know whether they were double chimneyed or not. I'm not sure.
Speaking of Billington, you guys remember the E2s?
Don't
Yeah.
no talking about them. We don't
Oh,
talk
there
about
you
the
are.
failures.
Splendid. Say, how was your flight? Did you sleep? Did you eat? Was the movie all right?
Anyway, so can I continue
Tom,
also with my
I can imagine
Okay, actually,
when
basically-
Thomas.
wait, what? Okay, continue what you were saying actually.
I can imagine when Thomas came to Sodor, Sir Topham Hatt noticed his steaming problems and gave him a rebuild, and then he became better after that. I can imagine that.
In my thing, Thomas
In
just
my-
wasn't an E2.
Me too. My
He was
Thomas
just he was just an industrial engine from like Andrew Barclay
Yeah.
or
yeah.
someone
Okay,
like
my
that.
Thomas was basically just like a shunter. Originally was just like an experimental shunter, a Doncaster, until he got replaced. But then he got sold to Sodor, so yeah. He's just an experimental. He's basically just an experimental locomotive from Doncaster.
Hey, Oliver, you remember the episode Thomas and the new engine?
Yeah.
You know, the episode where Neville was introduced? In my headcanon, that takes place during the Second World War when the Q1s were being built.
They
Okay.
didn't go up north, they stayed in the southern region.
Okay, how about after? Like,
I could
Let's
imagine
say-
during BR days, but not the
yeah,
war.
I was about to say. Like, I can imagine Neville being sent to Sodor during BR, and I can imagine. You see, the reason I thought of World War II was because I'm talking about the episode where Neville nearly runs off a collapsed bridge while pulling Annie and Clarabelle. I'm thinking Neville pulling a hospital train and nearly running off that same bridge, and Thomas having to rescue him.
Why would
Yeah,
the hospital
that could be
train
pretty
be
good. And
Sodor?
just pulling two small coaches like Annie and Clarabelle. He was
Well,
I was
so
wouldn't
thinking-
they make sense if they were like the MK1s, the LMS we're using?
I'm thinking bogey
Did you
coaches.
just say Mark 1 coaches that the
Possibly.
LMS were using?
Were they with the ones that they were using, or?
Oliver, the Mark 1 coaches were built in 1952.
But wait. Then what were the coaches? The LMS? Oh my.
The LMS were using normal LMS coaches. The Mark 1s were created by BR.
Then why does Train Simulator have liveries for the LMS? What the hell?
Because the BR Mark 1s were partially based on the LMS coaches.
They're made up.
Then never mind the LMS coaches. Never mind what I said then.
growth of
I can literally show you. I have a model of an LMS coach.
And
You
I
can
think
see it's got these kinds of style of windows, which I can show because I have a somewhere.
all right.
Similar windows to a BR Mark 1 coach.
I'll tell you something.
Oliver is discovering
and
a
it's
lot about
similar.
British Railways.
And probably getting annoyed in the process.
Here's a BR Mark 1
Because
freight coach,
you guys keep interrupting me.
and here's
Yeah,
the
I'll just tell you
LMS
something.
coach.
A history inaccuracy from a game called Mafia 1. The steam locomotive is 010. It's in the tender says LMS.
Are you talking
Huh.
about Big Bertha?
Yeah, that's the engine they're using. The plus the
I met someone who
rolling
got
stocks
to
are
go on a
look-
train pushed up by
either
Big
British or
Bertha.
Germany. So I was trying to say. Let me send the image real quick in Discord.
Okay. Waiting for the picture to load. Because it likes taking it that. Whoa.
Damn.
What did you say? Where did you say that was from?
The game was from Mafia: The City of Lost Heaven, or Mafia 1. The history inaccuracy I found is the steam locomotive they're using from the mission of 14. You're a lucky bastard. When they have to assassinate a certain person by letting a steam locomotive run through it. Instead, the two guys are pushing the V16 Cadillac got killed. The two guys were driving a small car. They got run over by a train.
Mark II coach.
Yep, that is a very modern coach.
That coach.
Well, it's from the 70s, but
Yeah.
Well, you've modern my 70s standards, but yeah.
the Mark II-D. I can show you a Mark II-A.
Can I also continue? Okay, so this is basically Oliver Leo's backstory. It's a bit of nutshell. Two black 5 built at Newcastle, then they get sent to Wales, and they almost die on sent to
You dropped the camera there.
Oh,
I dropped the carriage on my phone.
Oh.
Damn. Plus, we've been streaming for the past 2 hours.
I know. I think it's time I end the stream.
I have a 12-wheel coach.
Alright, well, I guess we're gonna have to say goodbye to our good old viewers. Goodbye, people.
I love 12-wheel coaches, man.
I
The
agree.
diamond cast and the LMS.
They just look cool.
One of the longest coaches I've got.
Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream right here.
Okay.
Alright, goodbye, people.
Bye.
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 Goodbye.